Hey folks, what's up? So on tonight, first off, Happy New Year again. I don't know if we said that last time or not.
Merry New Year!
Yes, yeah, Merry New Year. Cameroon. If you get that, thank you. If you don't get that, you're probably like in your
It's
20s.
okay.
And it doesn't really get that. That's fine, fine. So on today's episode, we are talking about some secret levels. We're talking about a favorite game of ours that is in another arc of the story.
Mm-hmm.
We're also going to be talking about a new anime offering from Netflix, and here comes a new challenger or a returning challenger, shall we say?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Who that is?
I don't know. It's already done. Are you ready, Jabba?
Yes, I am.
Let's go.
Hey.
Hey, folks, what's up? This is TBA News presented by the Hungry Bleak Show. I am your host, Antonio Pomares, aka the Hungry Bleak, and as always, with me for the anime and gaming news.
Jabba Chin. Okay, sorry.
Guess who's the more hyper of the two of us? I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna tell you how she started the show off when I actually got her into the studio. I don't even. I'm still trying to figure out how to like actually reply to this. I don't know.
Just say party. Just say party.
There we go. So there's a lot coming this new year. There's a whole slew of animes being thrown at us. My
Facts.
goodness, we have there's a lot of us to talk about, but we're going to get kind of in depth on a couple of things right now. But first thing we're going to talk about is a new offering that is on Amazon Prime Video, which is Secret Level. This is basically it's like Love, Death, and Robots,
Mm-hmm.
geared more towards gamers. Each
Mm-hmm.
episode is maybe about 22, 25 minutes, maybe about that, or
Not
possibly
even that. It's shorter.
yeah, possibly short, but they have an impact, which is what I
They
love.
do.
And each of the episodes is actually based off of a game. The first episode that we got is based off like Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the episodes are based off of games that are very widely known and classics that we love so much, and others are maybe more niche games or maybe more like RPG games, maybe not everybody plays. But it's a beautiful variety of things. Now you finished all the episodes, correct?
Yes.
How did you like it?
I liked them. I wish they weren't short. I would want it like a good, if not if not like your quote unquote half hour
Mhm.
shows, because I know technically without commercials, like the shows are like maybe like 20 minutes, give or take.
Yeah.
If not like so, like if not like the quote unquote half hour, I would have gone for like a good hour of like the episode, just like because for me it's like they leave it off at a cliffhanger. For at least for certain episodes, they left off at a cliffhanger. I'm like, okay, now what? Why? More, please. Again.
I could understand that. Yes. I actually like that. I'm notorious for liking shorter. I'm always of the mindset of always leave us wanting more instead of overdoing it and then we're bored with it.
Mm-hmm.
I I actually like that because I like the format of Love, Death, and Robots.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think that because there are certain ones that they're leaving like that, depending on possible fan reception, they might give us, if there's a follow-up season, they'll give us maybe another episode to that, or maybe a continuation similar to the Aeon Flux,
Okay.
like that kind of feel or vibe to it. So I think
Mm-hmm.
that might happen depending. But I believe this is actually from the same people that did Love, Death, and Robots as well, which is over on Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
which is an anthology series. Also, it's not geared towards gamers; it's just geared towards
Whatever.
sci-fi,
Yeah.
fantasy, or like more like the geek culture stuff. And it's everything from there was an episode that was kind of like Wall-E. There was an
Mm-hmm.
episode that was more based on werewolves. There was an episode that like they just ran the gamut on everything. But basically, in the stories, you'll have stories that are about love, that are about death, and
Robot.
and then there's a that are about robots. It's true to cause. But this one was really cool. My favorite episode. Some of them I didn't know the games, so it didn't hit as much to me. But I still love the stories.
Mm-hmm.
I can figure out my favorite one and the one I did not like the most. My favorite one I want to say is Pac-Man because I know that's kind of divisive.
Yeah.
Um, but I liked it because it was like, oh, the way they just reimagined Pac-Man.
I like Pac-Man because just one, I wasn't expecting Pac-Man to be Pac-Man the way it was. I mean, like I understood like the little glimpse of like okay, certain like Easter eggs ahead of time was like okay, there goes the cherry, then like obviously you got to eat or whatever, and this that and the third. But what really kind of gave me a second thought was if you haven't played it, you wouldn't. For people that haven't played, they wouldn't really understand. It kind of reminded me of Portal, like Portal. I think it's either
Ooh.
Portal 1 or Portal 2 because of the quote unquote little ball, which you
Mhm.
wouldn't think is Pac-Man, especially towards the end when the ball's trying to escape. And that's what I believe it's in Portal 2 when Atlas was trying to escape or something like that. I know like one of the AIs was trying to escape from Portal to the outside world or whatever. But so like there was that type of thing. And I'm like, that makes sense. And then he'd do like a whole restart for the testing. Just like
Yeah,
how Portal does, it does for testing over and over and over again.
it was very. It made you if you're like a older and you played Pac-Man like original. I'm talking about like arcade. I need to get some quarters. Pac-Man,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Pac-Man, Pac-Man Junior. You watch the animated series that was Pac-Man on Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff. This hits you a little different. You're like, oh. But I like that. I like that had that reimagining of it. I like seeing things that we know that kind of like in the 80s storytelling really wasn't there really wasn't a lot of deep storytelling and stuff, especially
Mm-mm.
for kids. There
Not at
was a
all.
lot of our animated series, they weren't. I love seeing them being fleshed out now and
Mm-hmm.
giving a deeper stories and everything like that. So I liked it. I also liked Mega Man. Mega Man I
Oh
thought
yeah.
was just cool because it's Mega Man. It's awesome.
Like just like threw it in. I was like, you already know. Like if you notice the characters, it's like okay,
Mhm.
we know it's Megman. That was a good one.
That one was just so awesome. I was like, yeah, so I would like to see a bit more of that one. The one I did not like, and I was like, the minute I saw it, it was because they did this in two, um, excuse me, in two releases. They did the first batch of episodes, then they did a second batch of episodes. So they're taking a play from Netflix. Please don't do that. Just don't. The second wave of episodes started with I don't know what the name of the game is. I'll be honest with you, but it was about this young man who wanted to um be who wanted to
Was it with the scientist? One
yes
of
it
the
was that.
yes. Mm-hmm.
I hated that. I'm gonna be honest with you, I felt that boy was so
I felt bad for that one, but you know what? It gave me these three combinations. I'm pretty sure the one
mm,
based on the thing of it was it gave me Outer Worlds, which I think was based off of Outer Worlds, um, Bioshock,
that's what I was thinking at
and a
first,
little
but
bit of Fallout for the art style of it.
oh okay, yeah. Mm,
That's what I was. That's what it felt like for that episode. I knew when you're talking about because like if you especially it's like and if I want to say a particular Bioshock, I would say Bioshock Infinite.
which is the third one, correct?
That's the third one. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
I
one where like
haven't
they're in
played
the
that one.
yeah no that's the one where they're in the sky where it's like a little more colorful compared to
Hmm.
the first two because they're a lot more darker and like gloomy since like you're underwater. But this one is a lot more colorful because you're in space, like not space, but you're in the sky.
Yeah, because it's like a sky city. Like, oh no,
Hmm.
I have played. I just didn't finish it because I have all three games.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it just I was so annoyed by him and his not his optimism or his cheeriness, but his lack of intelligence with the optimism and cheeriness.
Hmm.
And he was like just acid and everything, and I'm just like, and I started to go, I don't think I'm going to finish this series now because I don't like this episode. But I kept going. I was like, oh wow, this is cool. This was cool. But yeah, that one just bugged the hell out of me. I'm hoping that they're going to get another season for this. If they will, it's going to be a while because this was very painstaking. You could tell by the animation and I mean the money that was put thrown at
Well, the
this.
different variety of it though, like there was like
Yeah.
so many different animations. Oh, and I forgot the other one. Another episode I liked was the. I'm sorry. Wait, I'll let you finish. Cause I didn't want to cut you off.
Oh no, no. Which one was it?
It was the. I think you said it was related for seafood.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, I forgot. Oh my God. Yes.
Because even though I still haven't played the game, which I
Oh,
am going to be playing, I am going to be playing soon. I just have to like make sure like my stuff is like rigged up correctly for me to play it. But yeah, Sifu, the one that looked like Sifu, I like because it reminded me of Arcane.
yes. 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 Sifu is. I loved. I got that game. It was one of the. It was a PlayStation Plus game.
Mm,
Um, and it was just so much fun. And I was like, oh, this is cool. But after a while, I was like, oh wow, it gets hard. So you
mm-hmm,
do not finish that game young. You do not finish that game as a young man. You finish that game as an octogenarian. You do not finish that game. But that's what I love about the way it plays, and it's such an original way to play a game too, and to have gameplay like that.
mm-hmm.
It's so cool. Yeah, see, yeah, actually, yeah. Oh, so yeah, it would be a three-way tie, but it might be Sifu just because I love that story, and I love when he goes back to the shop and he sits down and she realizes that it's him, and she's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, yeah, that was awesome. Hopefully, we'll get another season of this. I'm hoping so, because it was a really fun story, and I had a lot of fun watching it. It will be a while if we do get another season of it, probably maybe 2027, possibly, or what have you, maybe.
I would say at least maybe like 2026, depending on like what stories they pick up from, because who knows what kind of like publishing and rights they had to use to go through that. Because I'm pretty sure, for one thing, Mega Man and like Pac Man
Hmm.
alone, it's like those are like big heavy hitters.
Yep.
Like because they've been around. The same thing with Dungeons and Dragons. Like they've been around, so it's like it's like, do we want to give you like rights for it? Like, do we want to like let you use like our likeness and stuff like that? So it
Yeah.
really depends.
I would say between that and between like legal stuff and everything, and then actually the animation itself. That's why I was saying 2027, if anything.
Fair point.
But there was one thing that I did like, and I thought that was kind of cool. I don't even know if it was meant to be done. Probably was because thought process and everything. When you see the actual box, and at a certain point, it looks like a GameCube,
I instantly caught that. I
and I
picked
was
that
like,
up.
"What?" So yeah, and we don't know who we could possibly get next. We don't know. They could possibly maybe get a hedgehog. M-
Maybe.
Maybe they'll have someone who enjoys whips and vampire hunting. Possibly we'll get a young ninja by the name of Hayabusa
Or maybe
to
like
do
somebody
some
that
ninja gating. And I would love to see a ninja gating one.
maybe somebody that goes on a rampage for revenge and wants like kill a couple of gods here and there. Maybe you know
That person did have a little cameo in there, so I mean, I don't
just
know. I don't think we're going to be seeing anybody like Mario. I'll be honest with you. I don't think we're going to see that. I don't know, but I would love to be wrong about it. I would.
let's put it this Nintendo. Nintendo alone, they're picky. I think
But
what they
that's why I
always
was
give
saying
us
that.
for the GameCube, we're like, all right, you're just gonna get the GameCube. That's it, nothing else.
Because I saw that and I was like, is that on purpose? But I want to say it is because they know that we're gamers and everything, and we're looking at that, and we're seeing it, and we're like, okay, and we're looking at every little thing, like, oh, I know what this is, and this, and the little nod. So yes, they did definitely see that.
I could say this because they've already had it done, and I just popped up on TikTok or whatever. If you remember Ready Player One, there was like so many cameos
Yeah,
from like different games. So I'm like, if they could do that, they have a plethora of like doing stuff.
yeah. But I think because it would be more than a cameo, it would actually be a story,
Mm-hmm.
and it is like a secret level. It is like a story that you haven't seen or some that you haven't thought about with these characters, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it would be cool to just see, to just see like all of a sudden like a turtle shell come out of nowhere if there's like a
Oh,
race and it's just hinted at but not said, or like a banana peel,
oh
but
yeah,
like something that makes you go, oh, well played, because because there are a lot of racing games, and you know
yeah.
because they could have a mix of, if they wanted to do a perfect world, they could have a mix of Need for Speed, Sonic, Midnight Club, Mario
Ooh,
Kart,
burnout.
um uh there's another one that I'm thinking of, Wipeout.
True. I forgot
Uh,
about Wipeout.
there's so yeah. Jet. There was one with like jet skis too. Jet something.
Wasn't like jet fuel or
That
jet
sounds
ski
kind of familiar.
fuel? I don't know. I don't remember.
It was something like that. But it's a plethora. I mean, Twisted Metal.
Oh,
Like exact. Like we could like they
that
could
is
run.
so good.
If by some chance everything that I just said is in the game, excuse me, is in an episode, you're welcome.
Right? Give us our
You're
checks.
welcome. I'm saying. What else I'm saying is that we're talking about gaming right now. One thing that we did not see in that game that we would have liked to see was Guardians, but we are seeing Guardians now with Act 3 of Revenant for Destiny 2. Jabba.
Yes, we are now in Act 3.
Yes.
Finally. But not finally, because it's short. Look, like I said, I love the game. I have like this is like the longest relationship I've ever been in because I've been with the game since 2014. All right, so we are dedicated here.
Damn.
But
Why? Why would you?
I'm just saying because it's true. I checked my gamer score and it's like you've been playing Dusty since 2014, and I'm like, oh god,
Wow.
that's dedication.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But no, we are on the new Act 3. As like between the both of us, we played it. At least like the first half because we said it was like what 17 steps so far.
Yes, and I think we're at 9 of 17. I
Mm-hmm.
want to say. Well, at least I don't know if you played any more of it.
No, I
Yeah,
left off where we stopped playing at.
yeah.
But I mean, we do have a new shotgun which has 3 catalysts for the catalyst man that I'm dubbing Mr. Antonio from others because he's a catalyst man. Just getting all the shiny things. He's a catalyst man. Just look at all them rings. He's catalyst man. Like literally. And I do have videos for us to get all those catalysts on how to get them. Okay.
Yes.
I stocked up, so we're good.
Yes.
But yeah, I want to see where we fight the vampires. They're not giving me vampires yet. I want to be Buffy the Vampire Slayer, okay? I want to be Blade. Give me some vampires. Like,
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I've seen so far that's vampire Asker has to do is the new finisher that you have, where you actually drive a stake through enemies' hearts.
I don't have that one yet.
Yeah, I it kind of looks like the one where you have a knife, but I think it's like a green hue to it, and you actually like stake them through the heart.
Okay.
That's it. The shotgun is beautiful, and it is strong as hell.
I mean, the ornament for it, I like so much better
I
for it.
want the
Like,
ornament. I want the ornament so badly.
so bad. It looks so good. It's like
I will
like
wait, but I want
Wakanda.
that ornament.
It's like Wakanda ornament.
It looks like something straight out of like if you were to see it. Yeah, because it reminds me of Shuri's those hand cannons
Yeah,
that she used at the
the hand
end
skins. Yeah.
of Black Panther. Yeah, it looks just like that. Um, how have you liked the Revenant? So aside from it being short, because I feel like it has been very short. We were having a talk in our chat group about how we've gotten a lot of story, but there hasn't been much action as far as the story. It's been a lot of because if you'll see like 17, you'll have like 17 steps. Probably 10 of them will be talking.
Yeah.
And it's just going to different people or different spots to talk. How have you felt about Revenant so far?
I like it because I can make fun of it because technically it's still Crow's fault because he started this crap. I said what I said. Okay, fine. I'll be nice. It was
I was not
Aldrin's
expecting
fault.
that. Okay.
It was Aldrin's fault. We're still cleaning up his mess. And how many years has it been? How many expansions has it been? We're still cleaning up his BS.
Fair.
I mean, I like it because also it's like kind of like it kind of ties up loose ends for certain things that we might not have realized. Where it's like, oh, you're still here. Somehow the ghost probably like the tower must like no, not the ghost, the traveler must resurrect you too, just like he did with some of them. And so it's like, okay, cool, resurrected everybody.
Yes. Yeah, it has felt like. I mean, we did get. Excuse me, folks. We did get Cade back,
In a
even if
sense,
only for
yeah.
a little. I do love the Pale Heart. The Pale Heart is such a beautiful area and it's expansive, big. I like the Pathfinders
Hmm.
option of it as well. Yeah, I have. It has felt like there has been more story though, aside from action. But I think maybe that's because they know that they've given themselves this bigger world with the Pale Heart, so there's more action that we're just making for ourselves. Also with the
True.
Pathfinder, so maybe that was a balance. But I would like to have more story based action,
Hmm.
and I need at least one before we end, which I'm probably sure we will. We'll get one huge kick ass cutscene fight that is that
Oh
makes us
yeah.
all what the hell, because they do have exquisite cutscene fights, which is why we'll probably get Guardians on a secret level.
I mean, I'm hoping for that. What
Absolutely.
I was also talking to one of our other players, shout outs to Pain128, about how
Yes.
I wish they did it back, like I think it was, when did they stop doing it on the weekly basis? I forgot what expansion was, where
I think it was this expansion, wasn't it?
no, meaning I'm talking about like for like story, where it's like for every,
Yeah.
was it this expansion?
I want to say it was this one, the final shape. I want to say.
Oh, so where they were doing like they were just like pushing out the story and then that was it. Maybe because of the push, the like the extension that they gave us, because for 6 months
Yeah, we had
we
nothing.
didn't have Final Shape.
Yeah, so maybe yeah, I actually do like when it was every week.
Yeah, because it gives you more time to play the story, and then it's not like where it's like, all right, I can beat the act one within like 2 days or so, or a day if I
Hmm.
have the availability. Now what? I'm stuck for like the next 30 some odd days
Hmm.
not doing anything really, unless like if it's like a new dungeon were to drop or a new raid were to drop, or if it's like Iron Banner or double XP for like Nightfall. But other than that, it's like, what else do I need to do besides level up?
Yeah. They also didn't. I don't remember. Excuse me, yeah, folks. They also didn't didn't cap us as far as our ranks, did they? It wasn't
Mm,
like you couldn't rank up anymore this week. It was you could
no,
rank
we were
up
still going. Like I was seeing like
exactly.
people like back before Final Shape, like they were like they were making like 300.
I'm
I'm
like,
like, Jesus Christ! I'm like, how do you go that far? Like I don't have the
when are y'all
time.
going to the bathroom? When? That's crazy. Yeah, but the downside to the capping, I kind of like the capping, but what they should do is just have it. If you're at 150 and you cap, that's it. Don't say, "Oh, you leveled up," and then don't have it say you're at 150, but then it says, "Oh, well, you're actually 166," because that's what it said for
Hmm.
me, and I was like, then just give me everything that goes up to 166 as far
Hmm.
as, and then it gives me nothing, and I go, then why even say it
Right.
for bragging rights? I mean, that doesn't like that doesn't do anything to me. I'm ranking up because I want those items,
Right.
so it doesn't. Yeah, that annoys me. The capping, and then just say, oh, it's 150. Then don't say I'm ranking up anymore. Or do something in lieu of ranking up. I don't know. Give me an ornament or something. You know what I mean? Like
Something.
something like
Yeah.
an older ornament from previous expansion seasons.
I would take that at least.
Yeah. For weapons, not for armor. For weapons, because I
I would
have enough.
take either one
Really? Okay. All right.
just to divvy it out.
Or or give us like five upgrade modules, like something like something in lieu of the actual
Hmm.
ranking up. Strange coins, since we can buy catalysts now from Zur.
Yeah.
Bunchy, you're welcome. I'm giving you gold here.
Like give us our checks, man. Give us our checks.
I'm giving you glimmer here. Seriously. Like why?
That's what we doing.
I don't know. But all in all, I'm having fun with it. I do want my vampires. I needs my vampires. I want to get my blade on. And I'm
Right.
always carrying a sword too, so I mean I'm so ready.
Oh wait, Revenant until February 4th. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yes.
booty.
What's that?
Now I mean realizing that we literally only have a month to finish this crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't
It
realize
it
I'm
it
like,
happened quick.
oh, oh. Couldn't be sitting
Mm-hmm.
there looking at the website. I'm like October 8th,
Mm-hmm.
2024, and then February 4th, 2025. And I'm like, this is, oh,
Yep.
bastards.
But we're at like 160 something like that or whatever. Our levels.
Yeah,
So we'll
damn it.
hit 200 before the end,
Oh, of course.
and we'll finish the story. So that's but it's yeah. There are things that they could fix, but again, let's see what they do with this next arc in the story, because this will be the last one for the final shape, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And
No, no,
then
well, no, we got one more. Or
after
no,
this one,
we
after
should.
this one should be the last one, I would say.
Is it only three? Or don't they usually do four? Or no, this would count as four. No, no, we got one more.
So one more after this.
Yeah, because usually if you figure from
That's what
the
I was saying. Yeah, yeah. After Revenant, we'll have one more,
yeah,
and then we'll get whatever
whatever expansion is.
we're gonna get. Yeah,
Yeah,
which
because
I'm
it's usually
hoping.
technically like four. It's four stories all together. So you figure it's like the one main expansion,
Mhm.
and then the three after that. So we're only on the third story technically
Mhm.
of the expansion. Yeah, so we have one more.
Yeah. So we'll see where it goes.
So that means by June they need to pop something out
Yeah. Um.
because we'll have the solstice going on, and then the Guardian games will be like midsummer, I
Yeah.
believe,
About that. Yeah.
and
I
that's
want
about
to say
it.
it felt like it was early last year, but it might have been. I don't know. I don't.
Well, because the summer solstice, it's like kind of like early. Then it's the Guardian games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it would be like whatever the expansion should be.
Yeah. So we'll see what that's gonna be. Obviously, we'll have like some previews or something they'll have, or if they'll have their sitting down and talking about what we wanted to do with the game this time is we wanted to make it even more anxiety
Let's
ridden.
make us get us on the freaking tower. Okay? Get us on the goddamn tower. That's not what he said.
We're never going to the tower, and we're never getting Sparrow Racing. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. But you know what we are getting? A brand new anime from Netflix, which is weekly, and it's Sakamoto Days.
I just heard about that. I
This
think, do
one's
I have it
pretty
in my
cool.
queue? I don't think I have it in my queue yet.
It just premiered last week. So, and this is going to
No.
be a weekly one too. So it's every week you get an episode. It's not like it's not like how Netflix used to do it with most of their things. Is you get the whole season. This is
Mm,
in the same vein of a lot more of their shows. A lot of their K dramas and more of their animes they're doing on a weekly basis. I'm not mad about that. I actually it kind of gets me into it a little bit more if I
mm,
can't binge all the way. Like sometimes I like that. So Sakamoto Days, basically this is about this legendary assassin named Sakamoto, one of the most revered and feared assassins out there. And what happens is Sakamoto meets the love of his life and retires. Has Gets married, has even wears a shirt that says retired, like this T-shirt says retired,
oh.
which I love. And it's like a purplish gray sweater, so I was color, so I'm into that. And ends up running owning this this little like shop. Um, think of it as a bodega.
Okay.
Okay. Um, and how these some of his old enemies and the family that he used to work for come after him. Just because how when an assassin retires at a certain point, they want to come back, what have you, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
So this one younger assassin goes after him and decides to not do it, to stop. I'm not going to do it. Apologizes, and Sakamoto says, "Why don't you come work at my store?" It's I liked it because it was so light. It was fun and action packed. It had some really cool fight scenes, but it was also like kind of like fun, laid back, lighthearted. And the fact that Sakamoto, because he's older now, he has children, he's married, he's kind of settled into that comfy life. He's gained weight. This is what happens when you're happy in a relationship.
Oh,
You actually
you get that
you
relationship
will
weight.
you will gain that relationship. You will gain that. Actually, you'll gain weight either way. Like, because if you're depressed, you'll eat a lot. And actually, yeah. So if you're in a relationship, you'll basically gain weight no matter what. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But this is this happy weight, and you see him with his wife, and it's just such a cool thing. I love that fact. You also see the fact that they're still alive. A lot of times when you see the assassin and everything, and they have the family gets killed.
Mm.
I love the fact that he's his family man. His family's still alive, and you see him in this really loving, nurturing, fatherly way. He's gained the weight. He's different. He's gained the weight, but he still has all of his same skills. Because once he realizes that they're coming after him, he's in his store. He's sitting there in the store, and he's always so chill. He's like this. He's like looking like he's kind of bored. He sees that they're coming after him. He hits a button, and all the shelves start coming down and everything, and you see all these guns and weapons pop up. So he's still
What?
ready at a moment's notice. He's like, look,
Oh
look, look,
gosh.
look, the ramen gets put on the counter, and I pick up the blicky. That's it. That's it. The heat, the hotness, the hot butter knife. The rat dot dot dot. You know what I'm saying? The bong bong. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
The clack clack.
god.
Whatever you want to call it. I know there's like a million names for. I don't know. There's like a million names for weapons now. But and he's ready, and I love it. So yeah, it's a nice balance of this kind of family guy, but also I'm still the same person. Just because I gain the weight doesn't mean that I don't have the same skills. And I like the fact that sometimes people gain weight. Yeah, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
It happens, but doesn't mean that diminishes your skills. Sometimes weight and age don't necessarily mean that you stop having those skills. When you've trained all your life for something, you still
Yeah.
have that skill. You know what I mean? So I love that fact, and it was just a really cute. And this is something that I will come back to week after week to watch. So I was very happy with that. So I definitely recommend Sakamoto Days on Netflix.
Okay, I'll put that on my queue tonight.
Yes, because there's a lot of so much more anime out there. God, it's
There's so
crazy.
much more.
There is. But yes, please check this out. It's half an hour. Like I said, the first I think they're going to be coming out episodes every Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
I want to say so more on the weekend. I think that's nice because it doesn't. Well, when anime pops up every time because I think Solo Leveling is on Saturdays or Sundays. I think.
Because I know Don to Don was like every Thursday
Was it? Yeah.
when it was
So I
coming
mean,
out. So it was like every Thursday. But like I said, with anime nowadays, mostly is like 7 days a week. So you don't like each gonna come with like a new episode every
I'm
day.
sorry. Yeah. So I kind of like that they're doing it week to week because it does keep you coming back to it. It is like a
Mm-hmm.
retention thing, and I like the feel of it. I know some people don't like it, what have you. I'm a fan of it. You know what else I'm a fan of? A streamer came back this past weekend.
Who did?
Someone who I'm a fan of, watching and also playing with. I'm lucky enough to play with this person. It's awesome. Wow, I felt like I was.
Who that is?
It was the return of Jabba Chan to
Oh
Twitch.
my god. Oh my
What?
god.
What?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I have questions for you, but I want you to talk about it first.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am slowly coming back to streaming. I think I took like what, a 2 month hiatus, give or take, just about.
It felt longer for some reason, but that sounds about right.
Yeah. And I think my last one was like back in like October or something
Oh
like that.
wow.
So yeah. But it's probably for a good hot minute that I took a break. Maybe I can give
I
you a
don't know
quick
why I'm
fact
making
check.
this face, but damn, I'm
I can
like,
give you a quick fact check on like the last time I showed up that I even streamed since like my Discord
yeah,
will always notify anybody that's in there that I'm streaming. So
yes.
what was the last time my behind? It was the
But it
beginning
may
of
just be
October.
me. It wasn't, but maybe I think because you've been streaming for so long and it's so consistently. I think because you weren't, it felt like to me, it felt almost like a year for some reason because you just weren't, and you didn't mention it either. which is so maybe that's why my mind is like it's been like a year. It's been like 10 years, right? You haven't streamed like 10 years.
Yeah, no. So you might say what? October to November, November to December. Well, no, actually 3 months. Three months. You figure?
Wow.
Yeah, because yeah, January 8th would have been marked at 3 months that I haven't streamed. So yeah, it's been a good minute.
So let me ask you because I sometimes this happens with me too when I decide to take a break and then come back. Was it hard for you to stop streaming? And then was it hard for you to get back into streaming?
Yes, on both parts. Yes, on both parts. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was hard coming back because one, there was like so many things that I need to remember, and also because I literally took a break from like everything, honestly, from like drawing and just like I just want my brain to go mush for a little bit. Like don't even create anything at all besides jumping on like during like the this is like the most creative I've done
Oh wow.
since I've been streaming. So like that's the only time like people have saw my face was this. I just want my brain to go mush for a good minute. I just like I don't know. I guess you could say kind of like maybe into went to like a creative block for a little bit.
Okay.
I really just didn't feel like doing anything except like it's like working on myself and just like it's like I don't want to draw. I don't want to like be me and be extra me while trying to stream. I'm just like I just want to just like play, get off, and then that's it.
I completely understand. Yes.
That is it.
I completely understand. You just wanted to just have that you don't want to have to put on,
Yeah.
because sometimes when you do have to do and anytime you have anything like a connection like this when it's any type of platform,
Right.
whether you're streaming, whether it's a broadcast like this, or whether you're doing a podcast, or whether you're tap dancing in Times Square, like whatever it is, you have to put on. You have to be a little extra
Right.
instead
Exactly.
of like not that this isn't our authentic selves, but you have to put on put on because you're in more of the public eye. Where sometimes you need to reset. You need to just step back
Hmm.
and just go okay. And it's hard to stop because because you've been doing it, keep doing it, and then when you stop, you go oh, and then you just lay back. You just go okay. But then when you have to start back up, you're like, when am I going to start back? And there's never a right time, really. It's like you're trying to, it's it's like trying to do double dutch. You're trying to,
Yeah, I'm trying like when am I gonna get? Because like it
yes,
was like a whole bunch of stuff. Because like I said, I've been going to the gym a lot more. I know from like my latest post, I was consistent and going to the gym like 81 times throughout the entire year,
oh
which is like the
damn,
most I've ever done. And
wow,
I've gone like almost like every single month except for 1 month
mm-hmm,
that I missed out on, which I was like kind of like amazed. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize I did this, and I liked it because it was like for like my mental, just like
yes,
to get out and do stuff. And like I didn't draw, but I was like kind of like drawing in secret where I didn't post. I just like just like sketching just to get back into like sketching. I didn't want to like post everything on all the time on like social media.
right, yeah,
Like I just want this for myself a little bit.
understood, understood. But in that time that you haven't been doing it, how do you feel about it now that you're back into doing it? Does it feel natural? Does it feel like you're trying to like kind of shake the rust off a little bit and get back into it?
Yeah, because I
Okay.
still want to go back in and like revamp a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like get rid of like the old logo because it's been there since almost when I started, and I started during the pandemic. So I'm like I might want to change up just a little bit, even though I've changed up over time. So
Mm-hmm.
I might want to change up. And apparently, I just got a notification that I streamed over 1,000 hours as of the last time I streamed. So I'm like, okay, I streamed over 1,000 hours.
Congratulations. I mean, that's not like something to gloss over. I mean, honestly, that's serious congratulations.
I'm like,
That's
I didn't realize they
consistency
even did
to it.
that. It's like all the little wins count. So yes, I'm coming back. I don't have a particular day. I'm gonna try and break out, like be like I don't want to get on the stream. I just like want to like be like a potato. And certain friends know me as a spud. I want to be a potato. Just be in my
Yes.
potato world, mind my potato business.
Right.
So
Yes.
I'm gonna try and do at least like the weekends because I know at least that for that time, especially before conventions start, I will have that time for myself.
Hmm.
Because once conventions start, it's gonna be no streaming for at least like that week because I'm gonna be fried and not wanting to deal with it.
Hmm. That's
So yeah,
understood.
so we're gonna come back. I'm gonna try and like do more PC games and like test out my Optimus Prime, see how much she could do for the time being.
Okay. Cool. Is there a game that you're excited to stream?
I'm gonna try Sifu since I got it for free.
Okay.
I think it was through like the Epic store
Hmm.
because they were offering for free. So I'm like, all right, bet, download that, take that, run it, see how that works. Um, Maybe some Overwatch because I did buy the Avatar outfits for Overwatch. I'm like, I had to,
Hmm.
so I bought the whole pack. So I'm gonna play some Overwatch. Hopefully, I'll be better, get more game time because the only thing that drives me with Overwatch is that the loading time to match games to match
Hmm.
just takes too long for me, and I can't.
Oh,
I get impatient. I'm like, we're online. There's millions of people playing. Like, you just can't throw me into one game. I'm like, I can't.
okay.
I've had to
How
sit
about?
in queue for like 5 minutes for a game to wait for a game. I'm like,
Oh,
I can't do it.
no,
No.
no, I don't know. No, because I could be watching something or eating something in that time. No,
Exactly.
no. How about Marvel Rivals?
I will test it out. I will test it out and see.
Okay. I've just, I mean, that's like the new, like the thing everyone's playing right now. I love the character designs. They're beautiful. I love the character designs.
Yeah.
Are absolutely beautiful. I love the art style. I'm looking at people playing, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Y'all have fun with that. Even if I had a PS5, I wouldn't play. I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm good. Fine.
Is it on PC?
It's on PC as well. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it. I'll give it a download and see what it's like.
Hmm.
But yeah, maybe I'll just like try and throw in some more comfort games and like pretty much make this year where it's like I don't care if you guys watch me. This is what I'm playing. I'm not gonna try and like
Yeah.
cater to everybody's need because I'm not everybody's cup of tea, which is totally fine. I'm
And
me.
you still have to play the game, so you want it to be fun to you as well.
Yes.
You know, because if you do it just for everybody else, then it becomes not fun, and it shows as you're
Yeah.
playing the game, or just in general. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's very true.
Yeah. I mean, like besides getting frustrated when it's a game, it's a game because I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to do this?
Hmm.
Where am I going? What?
Hmm.
What is this? Okay.
Yep. Well, good. I'm glad that you're streaming again. I'm glad that you're back at it. I'm glad that you took time off as well to just recharge and reset and just get you right
Mm-hmm.
and feeling better. That's like the more important thing as well. And then getting back to it when you're comfortable and when you feel like it's there. Because like I said, there's no right or wrong time to jump back in.
No.
Because it feels awkward at first, and you're like, oh, okay. Then when it's time for you to stop and take a moment, it's hard to stop because you want to keep going because you've already been going. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like um uh an object in motion wants to stay in motion. So congratulations for the over 1,000 hours as well. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's great.
Which is wild. I'm like, oh, I did 1,000 hours. Okay.
Hmm. That's how I felt when I saw my first time on when I first was paying attention, because between you, Payne, um, Pharaoh, and Lord, I I'm not like praying to the Lord. I'm talking about one of the players. I'm not just
Lord
saying
Savior
Lord.
the
It's just
Traveler.
the Lord that gave me these thumbs, and I'm using them all as I would have been. Like I didn't like I was just playing Destiny, and I didn't know I had all this stuff piled up. I had like all these triumphs that I did, and I was like, I don't, I'm just killing stuff. I don't know.
Like, I'm just doing it.
Exactly. So like I didn't know, and I was just playing and playing and playing. So that was when I started learning about that and learning about playing gaming more consistently, and then taking moments to stop and everything. Um, but it's important, yeah, because when I first saw, I was like, I think it was like I saw my time and it was like over 1,000 hours. I was like, wait, how? I haven't played that much. Then I thought about it and I was like, oh yeah, yeah. Hmm. because it was like my support animal, but a game. It was my
Yeah.
support game at the time, and it was using it. So, congratulations on that.
Thank
It's
you. Thank
awesome.
you.
It is not easy to do, but you
No.
do it, and people enjoy your streams and they enjoy your gaming. And I'm sure when you decide whatever your schedule is going to be and what games you're going to play, it's going to be fun. That's the most important thing. It's going to be
Yeah.
fun for you and fun for all your viewers.
Yep. I'm gonna try to keep it to at least like Monday on the weekend. So it
Hmm.
might just so stay tuned for you like a Friday or Saturday or even like Saturday and Sunday.
Outstanding.
Definitely in the evenings. Cause I
Well,
got
that
some
one,
sleep during the day.
yeah, yeah, I honestly don't blame you. So on that note, folks, we have one more bit of something. This is for admin. I like to do things like this. So, this Saturday, in Brooklyn, you have
Good.
you have to, when you say Brooklyn, you have to say it twice. You can't just go Brooklyn. You have to say Brooklyn,
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. If you're wearing Tim's when you say it, bonus points. If you're wearing a fitted Yankees, even more bonus points.
And the puffer jacket.
Oh, that's nah.
No, you
Puffer
need the
jacket with the chopped cheese,
yes.
diabolical. That's how much that is. I had to bring that word back one time only for the 2-5, one time. Okay, so the Blurred Spot is having this event this Saturday, um, January 18th. It starts at 2 p.m. It's going to be it's great party and connect. They're gonna have a DJ there. It sounds it's gonna be Justice and Deranged. They're actually gonna have a what is it, a Smash Bros gaming tournament,
And a
which
Street
is
Fighter
great.
6.
Yeah, yes, that was awesome. It's going to be a meet and greet. Just connecting like Blurred's, tri-state area is going to be a really cool thing. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm actually scheduled to go. I want to go because I got to do a panel with them and it was great. And last time they had a party and connect, like a meet and greet thing, I wasn't able to go. I wasn't feeling well, so this time I want to go, even though it's going to be cold. But this is a great group of people. They're so much fun, and I had a really great time just talking to them, vibing with them. So it's going to be like I said, this Saturday. Go check out their Instagram. This is the page for the Blurred Spot. They're throwing it, but it's going to be that. I believe they're going to have like a comics exchange as well. Just in general talk and everything like that. They're going to have a raffle there. Uh, I think you're able to sign up for the gaming tournament as well. Just go check out this page, which is the Blurred Spot for them. You'll see it right here. They'll have the information there, and I'm a huge fan of them. They're just like I said, it's just really a lot of fun. They had a great environment, and it was just a cool group of people. I had fun, and this is how much I believe in it. It was hot as hell the day I went. It was summertime, and it was hot.
Oof.
It was hot. It was hot.
You got
I
the
want y'all to understand how this is how much I have to make phlegm. Hot. Hot like morning breath. It was
ugh.
hot, y'all. Exactly. It was hot and humid, and then it downpoured that night. It was like somebody threw a bucket out a window. It was horrible.
Oh, the worst.
Right. But I had the best time there because we talked about anime, manga, and comics, and it was just really fun. So if you can, go check out this event, or at least go check out the Instagram page for them. They have like a lot of interviews and panels and events and stuff like that. Around, and this is one that I think is great. So if you're able to go, you want to get some gaming in, please. Oh my god, great! What the heck? Go and check it
Oh, now
out.
you share it with me.
Exactly, and
Like,
that's
ugh.
and that's how we get ants. So yeah, it's gonna be in Brooklyn. Like I said, it's gonna be on
Brooklyn.
1186 Brooklyn. So 1186 Broadway. Go check it out, please. Great group of people, and they're always so much fun. And that's it. So on that note, Jabba, I think we've covered everything. We've
Yep.
covered everything. Last thing I want to say to all of our people on the West Coast who in California who are going through the fires, everything, please
Yes.
be safe. I hope you are okay and everything. I see people out there working, and not just our first responders, but also people donating, and whether goods or money, what have you. Please be safe. I hope you are all doing well, and I hope that you are able to just have your loved ones safe and sound, and
Hmm.
that's the most important thing, truthfully. Um, except for James Woods.
I'm gonna get ice cream. Who wants ice
Okay.
cream? I want ice
Yeah.
cream.
Yeah. James Woods is getting ice cream.
I want ice cream. Let's get some ice cream. Let's
So
go
I'm
get
gonna
some ice
go get ice cream because he's not getting ice cream. Kiss ass, James Woods. On that note, folks, any last words, Java?
cream. Nope. I'm just gonna get some ice cream.
There you go. What flavor are you getting?
Chocolate chip.
Oh, okay. Just regular chocolate chip or chocolate chip cookie?
No, just
Done.
regular chocolate chip.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm over 40, so I have to have butter pecan. That's part of the rules of being over 40. You have to have there's all the minute you hit 40 at like 12:01, all of a sudden in your freezer, there's a thing of butter pecan that never empties. It just is there.
Just sits
Doesn't
there.
get freezer burnt. It's always fresh, and you just scoop it. Next day you go in, it's completely filled up again. And
I want that power for my bank account.
once you get 40, that's what happens.
No, see, I want that power for my bank account. When I see a dollar, it just keeps on growing and growing
Well,
and growing.
yeah, it's actually the opposite of that a lot after 42. So anyway, folks, you have a very good evening. Enjoy the rest of it. Be safe out there, please. Bundled up. It's cold here in the tri-state area, and
Hmm.
drink some water and take it easy. All right. We'll see you later. We'll be talking next time we talk. We will be having a lot of vampire talk. I'm thinking because someone is coming back, and he's bringing friends.
Who that is? Who they be?
Family name is Belmont.
Ooh. Ooh.
There you go. And we'll also be hopefully talking about solo leveling. Hopefully they'll have the dubs out, or I might just watch the sub.
Oh, you're watching Sub?
Who's that with the hat on? It's me.
Who that?
Um, well, have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of it. We will see you next time. I don't know why I'm doing like this. I'm doing the Tracy Ullman. Go home. Go
Yes.
go home. Go home. Go home. Crazy. See you, folks.
Bye.
Peace.